Everyone noticed the silver suit. Almost nobody asked why he was holding the same flower for the third time this month. On August 28, Zhang Linghe stepped into a brand livestream wearing a sequin-trimmed silver notch lapel suit from AlphaBespoke, paired with white trousers, suede shoes, and a stack of layered Bulgari jewelry that caught the studio lights every time he shifted position. In one hand, a single red rose. Within minutes, fans online had already renamed him Little Prince. Some compared the entire styling to a groom walking into his own wedding reception. By every visual measure, this was a polished, camera-built moment: green backdrop, clean lighting, a color palette designed to make silver and red pop against each other on a phone screen. But here is the detail almost no coverage paused on. This was not the first time this month that Zhang Linghe stood in front of a camera holding red roses. It was not even the second. 2 weeks earlier, on August 16, he starred in a Taobao flash sale commercial for the Qixi festival, China's equivalent of Valentine's Day, playing a Republic-era spy in round gold-framed glasses, handing over a bouquet of red roses in a scene the ad itself described as told from a boyfriend's perspective. That single commercial, titled Codename, Red Rose, generated 2 separate trending hashtags. Around the same stretch of time, he also fronted a Bulgari Qixi campaign called Express Love Now, where the campaign's signature image was, again, him holding red roses to represent romantic expression on the brand's behalf. 3 campaigns. 3 different companies, an e-commerce platform, a luxury jeweler, and now a livestream fashion moment. One repeating object tying all 3 together. That repetition is the part worth sitting with, because on its surface, none of this looks strange. Celebrities do brand work constantly, and roses are an obvious visual shorthand for romance during Qixi season. Practically every entertainer with a Chinese endorsement deal touches a flower motif in August. But when the exact same prop shows up in a period drama commercial, a luxury jewelry campaign, and a fashion livestream, all within roughly 2 weeks, all tied to the same face, it stops looking like seasonal coincidence and starts looking like design. So the real question isn't why roses. It's why does the same visual motif keep landing on the same person, from 3 different brands, inside the same short commercial window? Start with what's actually documented. The Taobao ad built its entire narrative around a scripted boyfriend gives flowers concept, a commercial fiction, not a personal event, explicitly staged with period costuming and a spy drama framing device. The Bulgari campaign used the rose as its core visual anchor for the same seasonal push, again through a paid ambassador role. And the August 28 livestream, while framed as fashion rather than scripted narrative, still leaned on an identical visual grammar: red roses against a clean backdrop, with the studio reportedly releasing green screen teaser images before the event even began. That last detail matters more than it looks. A pre-release teaser means the visual concept, backdrop color, prop, styling direction, was planned in advance, not spontaneous. Set that next to 2 prior branded rose campaigns from the same month, and a pattern takes shape that has nothing to do with romance. It has to do with repetition as a deliberate marketing tool. Here's where the story becomes more interesting than celebrity holds flowers, fans react. In celebrity and influencer marketing, a visual motif that repeats across multiple, unrelated brand deals can function almost like a signature, the way a particular color, gesture, or prop becomes shorthand for a public figure's image across platforms. When that motif shows up campaign after campaign inside the same commercial season, it often signals that a talent's team, or the brands themselves, are leaning into an established visual because it's already resonating with audiences. Once red roses become associated with boyfriend energy, Qixi romance, and now livestream elegance for the same person, the flower stops being incidental. It becomes connective tissue linking otherwise unrelated contracts into one continuous public image. To be precise about what the evidence does and doesn't support here, this is not proof of some industry-wide rule about how every celebrity's Qixi endorsements get coordinated. It's one specific, well-documented case. But it does illustrate one way image consistency can be used on purpose, not fans reading too much into a single picture, but the commercial machinery around a public figure repeating what's already working. And audiences clearly responded to it. The nicknames, Little Prince, the real-life Prince and the Rose, did not appear out of nowhere. They emerged from a visual language that had already been reinforced twice before this livestream even started. When people online called the August 28th outfit groom-coded, they weren't reacting to an isolated image. They were reacting to a pattern their own feeds had already trained them to notice, whether or not they consciously connected it back to the Taobao or Bulgari campaigns. That distinction matters, because it says something about how modern fan narratives actually form. They're rarely built from one photo in isolation. They're built cumulatively, through repeated exposure to a consistent visual motif across multiple platforms and multiple brand deals, until an audience starts finishing the story themselves. Prince. Groom. Romance. None of those words appear as fact in any official material. They're audience-generated interpretation, stacked on top of a marketing pattern that made the interpretation easy to reach. There's a second detail worth noting, one that's easy to skip past. Several verified accounts specifically highlighted that the circulating livestream images were unedited, camera-direct shots, described as slightly blurry, not retouched, and that fans praised them anyway, with comments calling the look striking even in raw form. In an industry where heavily filtered, post-produced imagery is the default output of any livestream, an unretouched photo earning positive attention on its own is a meaningful signal. It suggests the underlying styling concept was strong enough to survive without post-production support, which again points back toward advanced planning rather than a spontaneous fashion moment. A look built to hold up under an unfiltered camera capture is a look someone thought through before the cameras rolled. Compare that to an earlier public appearance referenced in the same coverage cycle, a white V-neck suit with satin lining, also paired with red roses, also described by netizens as groom-perfect. Two separate outfits, two separate events, one consistent emotional register, elegant, romantic, slightly formal, always anchored by the same flower. That's not a single lucky styling choice repeating by accident. That's a visual identity being maintained across wardrobe changes. So by the time Zhang Linghe walked into that August 28th live stream holding a rose for the third documented time this month, the flower itself had stopped being the story. The real story was what the flower had become, a recurring visual thread stitched deliberately across three separate commercial partnerships, reinforced by consistent fan reaction, and durable enough to survive both wardrobe changes and unfiltered photography. None of this requires inventing a secret romance, a private meeting, or a hidden motive, and the source material doesn't support any of that reading anyway. What it does support is a narrower, better grounded conclusion. During this particular Qixi commercial season, red roses functioned as a portable visual signature for Zhang Linghe, deployed by different brands, at different moments, for the same underlying reason. Audiences had already learned to associate the image with him. That association was worth repeating, because repetition is exactly what turns a styling choice into a recognizable brand. The silver suit will fade from people's timelines within a week. The rose, evidently, keeps coming back, and now you know why it wasn't an accident the third time. If you like entertainment stories that go beyond the headline, the kind that look for the quiet signals most coverage misses, Rabbit News Hallyu was built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.